Okay, hello. My name's Jim McEwen. I'm a flight dispatcher with Air Canada, based in our SOC Center, System Operations Control Center in Toronto. We start our shifts at 6:30 in the morning, and I'm working in an area called Desk 1, which is does the polar flying. These lines that you see all over them, there are some airways that we have fixed on the North Pacific that I put in. Each individual dispatcher can build this to his own preference.
Good morning, welcome. My name's Rick Allen. I'll be your captain today on flight 015. We're at the Toronto International Pearson Airport. Today's flight on the 777. It's the only aircraft in our fleet that flies polar. So we're planning a polar flight today.
And we start here in Toronto. We start to plot basically when we enter the polar area, and then we plot it all the way to until we exit that polar area, and that would be at the Mongolia border. Okay, so we're now on the ramp at Toronto Pearson International Airport, and we'll be doing the walk around of a Boeing 777 on its way from Toronto to Hong Kong. Let's go.
Okay, just planes. All our pre-flight checks are done. Doors are closed. Our ground crew has just advised it's time to go. 4 minutes to our scheduled departure time. Once again, Air Canada on-time performance is looking good. So sit back and enjoy the rest of the flight. Thank you.
Thrust reference.
Roger.
For 99.9. V1. Rotate. We're now 150 nautical miles south of the North Pole on the Atlantic side of the pole, and as you can see up here, so much of nothing.
Hi, I'm Rick Allen, Senior Director of Flight Operations for Air Canada. Welcome aboard. So an hour, 10 minutes into the flight. You can see from the map here, here's approximately Toronto on Lake Ontario. And we presently headed almost straight north. And we're just into Quebec here. We're at about 51 degrees, coming up to about 75 degrees. And then our route from here, we're going to be entering the ETOPS airspace in approximately half an hour, 45 minutes. And heading towards Iqaluit, formerly called Frobisher Bay, up over Baffin Island, up towards Greenland, and up towards the North Pole, which is just over on the other side. Okay, we're 3 hours into the flight plan, and we just have Frobisher Bay, Iqaluit, off our port wing, about 80 miles. And you can see the position on the map. There is the airport right there. And what Ron is doing is requesting our oceanic clearance by our flight information page. And you can see how it's displayed. Flight number ACA, Air Canada Airlines 015, and ATC facility, Bird. Entry point is Canal, which is on the flight plan. We've requested flight level 310. Here's our estimated time of arrival for that point, and we're requesting Mach 0.83.
So we got our CPDLC link with Iceland, and we just switched to true heading because we left the southern control area. Now we're into Iceland's airspace, and switching to true in the northern latitudes because the magnetic variation changes so fast that headings become unreliable as you get closer to the magnetic North Pole. So now we're in true heading.
Now we just passed by 75 degrees north, and Iceland radio wanted a call via HF just to confirm that they did get our CPDLC position report. So we're going to give them a call now. And not only that, we've passing 75 north, we've gone into a different zone. So we've got our Greenland escape route chart out, and we noticed that we're in zone 1. And Francois and I were just discussing this. If there was a rapid depressurization or an emergency, we would consult the chart. And zone 1 says to make a left-hand turn 270 degrees and head to Thule. Well, good morning, everybody. We're just traveling through Mongolia right now. We crossed the border from Russia at the waypoint Sirna, and we went by Ulaanbaatar, and now we are heading towards a waypoint called Polho, which is the border of China and Mongolia, and we'll be talking to Beijing airspace. We'll be in Beijing airspace. We'll be talking to Beijing Control.
Air Canada 015, turn right heading 330.
Right heading 330, Canada 015.
My name is Eric Bibo. I'm the service director, one of the service directors on the flight. We're on our way from Hong Kong to Toronto. And this is Terry or Teresa, depending. Teresa. So, and this is our setup for drinks and champagne. This is our bar. And later on we set up snacks for the mid-flight for people to come and serve themselves at all times. Care for a glass of wine? You're old enough? This is Tang. Your fish. Et voilà. Enjoy your meal, madame. Okay.
So to wind this up, I'd just like to talk about the relationship between Air Canada and Just Planes. It's been a phenomenal opportunity for, I think, both Just Planes and Air Canada as we started back in 09, working on some films. I think Udo started with 001, I think was the first one we did, going across to Tokyo. We've done 330s, we've done South America. This summer they just did what I call the narrow body Atlantic crossing. We have a flight with a narrow body Airbus 319, which goes from Torbay in Newfoundland to London, England. When we first started this program, it was we used to get a chuckle out of air traffic control over in England. I did a few of those about 4 or 5 years ago, and when we're approaching London Heathrow Airport, when you were checking on with the director there, the first thing they always say to you, confirm you're an Airbus 319. So we have the polar route, which we're doing today. That was very exciting for Just Planes, and I don't know what else is next in their I don't know what's next in their sights. I'm sure they're looking forward to that 787, just like everybody at Air Canada is. So on behalf of Air Canada and Just Planes, thank you for joining us.